Hello. Okay. Let's open the LMS. Hello. Inverted. So, nakalagin na. Puntahan muna natin na WebDev. Introduction to PHP. So, basically, in my previous clip or previous recorded video, I already discussed yung PHP, and it's a tool for creating small programs for your web page. If you want your website to do some processing and then dynamic page loading, and then sometimes ginagamit natin ng PHP for database related purposes, and other integration with other systems that needs your web servers resources. Minsan yung web server mo will serve as a website or a dynamic website or a data processing website or any resource na gusto mong i-share with the other systems that needs your service. Okay, so we'll be discussing how do you use PHP within the HTML code. Okay, so basically you have this HTML code. Of course, it's a mixture of HTML tags, CSS, JavaScript. You can also mix PHP with it. Okay, just start with the PHP code block and end it with the PHP code block as well. Okay, and between the start and the end of the PHP code block, so dun mo lalagay yung mga PHP code mo. Okay, and there's another way of doing it, although it's not advisable. you can use this method with the PHP keyword. Okay, so that's basically this page is about. And the structure of PHP, of course, you need to be familiarized with the syntax, the variables, how to write variables, how to use the operators, okay, how do you assign values to a variable, and executing multiple line of commands, variable types, the defining variable constants and using predefined constants. Anong pinagkaiba ng echo sa print command? What is a function? And then the scope of the variable. Okay, is it visible within the function or is it not? Okay, so umpisa natin sa comments. Yes, sa comments kasi. So basically, it has nothing to do with what will be displayed or with what will be processed within your PHP code. It is just for you and for your teammates, for you to be able to document your code and as well give instructions to anyone who will read your code. Okay, so yan, there are different ways of using comments or how to use comments, okay, in PHP. One way is by using the single line comment. Okay, so if you can see this line number 2, meron siyang single line comment. Yan. So it begins with $/. And after that, is your comment for that line or line below it. There's another way of getting a comment. This multiple line comment. Okay, so as you can see, nag-umpisa siya sa /**. Okay, however, pwede naman isa lang asterisk nun. Okay, ito kasing editor ko ay gumamit na automatic dinadagdag niya yung another asterisk. Okay, so there are multiple lines of comment na. Minsan kasi mahaba yung comment na pwede mo ilagay or you want to define the structure of your function or your class. So minsan the document mo yung mga parameters and whatever description na magiging useful for you in the future and for your teammates. And okay, and another way to use a comment is use the $sign. And you can also use that. However, hindi siya masyadong ginagamit ngayon. Usually ito, multiple line and $/ for single line comment. Okay, now how do you incorporate PHP in your code? Yan, you add PHP code blocks. Okay, opening code block and then its partner closing code block. Ganun din sa comment. Dito sa multiple line, meron siyang opening, meron din siyang closing for the comment. Okay? Now, as you can see, meron tayong dineclare dito na variable. Variable title is equal to this string. Okay? And variable body is equal to this lengthy string. Mahaba yan. Gandun. Okay? And we also declared a variable called year. And then whatever the result of this expression will be assigned to the variable year. Okay. And then there's another variable message which is equal to this string. Take note, meron tayong semicolon to signal that it is the end of the statement. Okay. And how do you use the variables? By just calling it. Okay. For example, here we will use the title in the title of the web page. Okay. So we opened the PHP code block and echo title, and we close it. We close the PHP code block. Okay. And in the body tag, we also printed out what is the content of the body variable. We print out the body. Okay. So yeah, we will be printing out whatever is the content of the variable body. Okay. Take note, yung mga variables na yan ay nag-uumpisa sa $sign. Na-discuss natin ang mga rules on how they declare a variable. Yeah. On declaring variables, okay, the variables should start with a $sign, and it kills yung mga first characters niya should be a character or an underscore. So, hindi pwede na mag-umpisa with a number. Bawal yun. Pwede magkaroon ng underscore in between. Halimbawa, compound words ang magiging variable mo. So, dapat you separate them with underscore. Hindi pwede may space. Okay? Hindi pwedeng merong dash. Okay? Hindi pwedeng merong plus or any special operator. Okay? And yeah, each statement should end with a semicolon. Okay? Kasi kung walang semicolon, ang magiging problem is ang problem niyan ay yung statement mo na susunod will notice or will have a problem with the previous statement. Okay? Sabi kasi dyan, syntax error, unexpected message. Okay? Unexpected variable message. Kasi hindi pa nga tapos yung statement previously. Kaya na-detect niya na mayroong problem yung previous line or previous statement. It's still not ended. Okay? So, to end your statement, you add semicolon at the end of your statement. Okay? However, pwede rin naman magkaroon ng multiple statements in one line as long as separated siya ng semicolon. Okay? Pero we are not doing that. Okay? So, that's one of the rules in PHP. So, what are the operators in PHP? One of the operator na nakita natin is yung assignment operator, yung equal sign. So, yung variable, if you want to assign a value to the variable, you use the equal sign operator. Okay? So, ito yung mga operators na available sa PHP. So, meron tayong mga arithmetic operator. Okay? So, basic to, yung addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So, yung multiplication, asterisk. Yung division, slash or forward slash. Okay? How do you use that? You use that in between operands. Okay? So, here, Isang example niya, merong operands, sa gitna yung operator. Okay? Multiplication, ganun din. A modulus operator will give you or will return the remainder of the operands na pinagamitan niya. And there is an increment operator. You can use it before the variable or after the variable, pero iba yung effect nun. May discuss natin yun. Ganon din yung decrement operator. You can use it before or after the variable, but it has different effects. And then there is an exponentiation operator. Power operator or exponentiation. So it is used after the variable and then ano yung exponent niya. And j exponent 2, j squared. Okay. So how do you use this? Okay, let's try this arithmetic operators. Okay. Oh, let's just use as a test. Okay. We will declare A as 1, B as 2, C equals to 5. Okay, I'm assigning values into variables. So D is equals to 7. Okay. So yung mga arithmetic operator natin. So we'll print out A plus D. Okay. Times B. Okay. Divided by C or C. Yeah. Okay. So make sure you wrap or have it inside the parentheses yung mga operands na dapat yun ang mga operator na gagamitin niya. Otherwise, it will use the default prioritization ng arithmetic operator. Meron kasi siyang mga precedence na tinatawag. Meaning, wait. I'll overwrite. Okay. Let's check kung ano ang output nito. Okay, the server is running. Okay. Let's that's that HP. Test. Hello. Bye-bye. Bye-bye ka. Bye-bye. Bye-bye ka. Ayan, sandali lang. Okay. So, the final answer is 3.2. Why? Dahil, so sabi niya A plus D, 1 plus 7, that's 8 times B. That is, this is Olive, mami. Nagre-record ako eh. Nagre-record lang lecture. Yeah, A plus D, 1 plus 7, that's 8 times B, that's 2. Yeah, divided by C, which is 5. Record. So, that's the end result. Okay. So if we will check at the variable of the code. So Now let's try to use the other operators, like the modulus operator. Okay, the modulus will return the remainder. So if we try to use the modulus operator, $D and modulus operator B. Okay, so D is 7, then B. So we are expecting, okay, we divide this by 2, okay, it will return the remainder. So, and we will be executing that. So the remainder is 1, okay. So that's the modulus operator. But if we will use a division operator, okay, it will return 3.5, okay. But if you use the operand or the modulus operator, okay, it will return the remainder. And this increment operator, ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na iba yung effect niya. Okay? About D. So, plus D. Okay? So, it will increment the variable D. It will add 1 to variable D. So, variable D is 7, but if it's incremented, it should be 8. Okay? So, let's take a look at the result. Okay? 8 siya. But, if we do this, pagka nandun siya after the variable and you try to use it, the the output is 7. However, we know that we have incremented it. Ang nangyari kasi dyan, so the variable D is incremented, but it will only take place after that statement. Pero if you prefix increment that, so i-apply niya agad yung increment operation and then ipiprint na niya. Okay? Pero kung if you're doing the post increment technique or the post increment way, so it will be incremented, but it will be reflected afterwards. So if you want to do that, ganito gagawin natin. Increment muna natin siya bago natin siya i-print. Okay? So, pansinin nyo, in-increment ko muna siya bago ko siya i-print. Okay? So if we run that, napansin niyo, nag-take effect na. Kasi kung if we will not increment it first using this post increment, it will just print the current value of variable. Mamaya pa niya yun. Mamaya pa siya mag-take effect. Okay? Need to try. Yeah. So I hope that's clear. Ganon din naman sa decrement. Halimbawa, C. Okay? Negative C or minus C or decrement. Pre-decrement. So, de-decrement na niya agad yan. Okay? Ayan. So, 5. Nag-pre-decrement ako. But if I do post-decrement, that will not take effect as well. It will take effect afterwards. This, ayan, pansin mo. Nag-decrement. May sabihin siya nag-take effect. Take effect yan afterwards. Okay? Ganun ang idea ng post-increment and post-increment or post-decrement and post or pre-increment and pre-decrement. Ganun siya. Exponentiation, yan, madali lang naman exponentiation. So, ano ba? B. Exponentiation C. Okay? So, B to the power of C. Okay? 2 to the 5th. Okay? So, 2 to the 5th is 32. Okay, yun siya. Okay? but C the exponent of B. Okay, that is 5 squared. So that should be 25. Okay, so ganun lang siya. Okay, I hope that's clear. And here are the assignment operators. So ang assignment operator natin basically equal sign. Okay, but yung sa mga assignment operator, pagka mayroong mga arithmetic operators before the equal sign, it means a different thing. Okay, so plus equals, so ito yung it will add something to that variable. Okay, let's try this by example. Okay, so what is the value of A? Okay, value of A is 1. But if we do this, okay, A plus equals 10. So if we add 10 to the current value of A, it means A is equals to A plus 10. Yan ang kahulugan yan. Which is equal to 11. Okay? Kasi by substitution, ibig sabihin nito, yung A kasi, that is, ano ba yung value ng A? 1 yun. Okay? That is A equals to 1 plus 10. Ayan siya. That is 11. Okay? Now, what if we have this, B minus equals 5. Okay. The current value of B equals to B minus 5. So, ano ba yung value ng B? The value of B is 2. Okay. So, it means B is equals to 2 minus 5. So, that will be negative 3. Okay. Now, meron din syempre sa multiplication. B multiply equals to 7. So whatever the current value of B, it will be multiplied by 7. So ibig sabihin nun, B is equals to B times 7. Okay? So B is equals to, what's the value of B? 2 times 7. Yeah. So that's what it means, you know. So that's 14. Now, let's try the division. So 2, 3. 5 pala yun. 5. Okay. So that means C is equals to C divided by 5. So that means C is equals to, ano yung current value ng C? That is 5. Okay. Oh, wait. Nalilito pala to. 5 divided by 5. Okay. Ayan. So, ayan. Nagawa na natin to. Yung 4 na yun. Ano? Okay. Plus equal, minus equal, times equal, and division equal. Gustong-gusto lumabas niyan. Kanina nga, aga-aga lumabas. Now, let's try this with the string. Message. Message is equals to, sige po. Hello. So, this is the variable message contains a string. This is string hello and then a space. But this dot equal, so it's a concatenation technique, ano? Diba, message dot equal world. Yeah. So if you try to print this, okay. So initially the variable message is equals to hello space, but I have concatenated that with this string. Ibig sabihin kasi nito, whatever is the value of message, it will be equal to message and then concatenate the string world. Okay? So means whatever the value that is hello world. Okay, the end result will be hello world. Okay? Ayan. It's the end result. Okay? And there's also modulus. Okay? You can also use that. Okay? J is equals to J modulus 4. Okay, ganun siya. And then there is what we call the comparison operators. Okay? To compare operands. Okay? So, compare if the left operand is equal to the right operand, you use the double equal sign. If you want to compare, if it's not equal, you use the exclamation point, which means not equal. Okay? The left operand, is it not equal with the right operand? Yan. The greater than operator, yan, greater than operator din. Dali naman yan, ano? Less than din. Less than or equal, so similar din ito sa mga fundamental mathematics na nadaanan nyo na. Is it greater than or equal? Or less than or equal? Is not equal. Ayan o. Sa, kung papansin niyo, dalawang paraan to check if it's not equal. Isang with the exclamation point and exclamation point equal, and yung less than and greater than sign. So that means not equal. And then, meron namang triple equal sign. So it is somehow similar with the double equal sign, but it will also check the data type kung identical ba talaga sila. Ibig sabihin, yung variable na yon, ang laman niya is similar yung left and right operand. Similar din sila ng data type. Okay? And then there is this is not identical to operator. Okay? So, similar to dun sa not equal to, but you are also checking the data type kung hindi sila identical. Okay? Then we have the logical operators. So sa logical operators, so meron ditong pinalaman sa Boolean. Okay? Boolean na logic. Okay? So if you have undergone the discrete structures or discrete mathematics and nadaanan nyo na yung truth table, so when you are trying to use the AND operator, okay, ang AND operator in PHP is the double ampersand. Okay, it is the AND, or you can use the keyword AND, A-N-D, okay, to check if the left and the right operand is if it's valid, if it evaluates to true or not. Okay, if the left operand and the right operand contains true, so the return or the result of that expression will be true. Otherwise, it will return false. Okay? Sa OR naman, ang operator niya, you can use the double bar sign, or the keyword OR. Okay? And if you use that, it will check if the left operand or the right operand, if it has a true value on either the left or the right operand, it will return to true. Otherwise, it will return false. And then another logical operator is the NOT operator. So it will just negate the value of the operand. Okay? Meron man XOR, exclusive OR. So ang function nitong exclusive OR is it will return true if it has different Boolean value. So if the left operand is true, the left operand is false, so it will return the true. Kung similar sila, if it's both true, it will return false. Or if it's both false, it will return false. Okay, so that's how they use these logical operators. Okay, so we will stop from here. I will just continue later on.